Welcome to The Digital Shift. We are your hosts, Jessica Green
and Natasha Roberson. Together, we are here to help you build a tech-savvy empire and take your business to the next level.
If you're an entrepreneur, social marketer, or business owner, ready to scale smarter, not harder, this is the podcast for you.
Every week, we bring you expert insights, actionable strategies, and the latest trends to help you infuse tech into your business so you can automate, optimize, and grow.
From mastering automation and creating high-converting systems to building authentic customer connections, we cover everything you need to shift your business into higher gear.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and get ready to make your digital shift.
Let's do this.
Hello and welcome to the Digital Shift podcast. My name is Natasha Roberson. I am going to be your host and speaker today. And I am so excited to talk about this topic because it truly was my story. And I'm so grateful that I was able to adjust this story because let's just be real, spending a ton of money on your technology, your systems gets overboard, right? You thought I was going to say overwhelming, but it gets overboard because it's like, oh, I got $200 here. I got $50 here. I got this. And because we pay it all separately, we don't realize how much we're spending, right? So I want to talk to you today about awareness of what you are spending. Is it working for you? And how you can save, simplify, and scale with some simple adjustments. Okay? So listen, it was an eye-opener a little over 2 years ago, 2.5, almost 3 years ago from this date, where I was like, oh my gosh, I had a friend, Jess Green, who we were meeting, and she's like, how many platforms are you using for your technology? And I was like, well, I started naming them all off. And I was like, I use 7 on the daily. Those 7 were costing me up near $800 a month. And as we talked through it, what I didn't know, and there was ways to simplify and significantly save with my tech stack and make my system so much cleaner that there wasn't breakage, right? I wasn't duct taping things together anymore. So insert simplicity and let's talk about this. So the problem is that tech, number one, is overwhelming to most people. And there's so many hidden costs, right? Most entrepreneurs are duct taping like 5 to sometimes, we've worked with a client who was duct taping 16 things together to get them to all talk to each other. And I was like, woo, right? They were using Constant Contact. They were using Active Campaign. They were using Keep. They were using MailChimp. Then they were over in their SMS doing Project Broadcast or Community. Then they were in ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Calendly for their calendar. They were using different social media schedulers, Later or Buffer. And, when you have a course or you're teaching, you have to have a course builder, right? And so they were using Kajabi or Teachable. And when it came to their CRM and keeping a nice, tight client record management system, they were on Keep. And so we would add all these things up, and most clients were anywhere from $400 to $700 on average that they were spending on their tech stack just to have their business systems functioning, right? Not to mention the setup was crazy. The integration failures, right? Nothing was chatting with each other. The support, there's nobody to talk to. And which support do I need to talk to? Because I don't even know which one is broken, right? And it was just a ton of wasted time. So when your tools don't talk to each other, you become the middleman, and it's exhausting. How many of you guys feel that, right? When your tools don't talk to each other, you become the middleman, and it's exhausting. So the truth is, you don't need more tools. I'll say that again. The truth is, you don't need more tools. You need the right one. And I became aware of that and so grateful because it has not only changed my life when it comes to the simplicity, the scalability, and just the savings alone when it came to my business. But we've been able to help hundreds and hundreds of people do the exact same thing. they can start saving money. That's like the first thing people start looking at. Oh my gosh, I can save $500 a month. Like, we're going to share with you a story, a testimonial from our great friend, Coach Fryer, and how much he's saved since converting over, integrating with us, and using our platform, one login. How much he's saving, not only time, but money. You're going to be blown away, but we're going to share that later. But one thing that is the hardest thing for people is they think they need all these things because they don't know any better. And I was the same way. I was the exact same way. I didn't realize there was a tool out there. There was a platform that you have everything in one place. And so that's where we built and founded and created the Self-Made Hub. Not only do we have an all-in-one platform that saves you time, it has one login, right? It's the right tool for all the tools that you need, right? I say that it's like one login for all the tools you need. There's nothing you need outside of the hub except for Zoom and Canva. Those are the only other two platforms we use for our business: Zoom for meetings and Canva for design, right? So it's all about simplifying your life. And if you can log into one place, get to all your emails, get to all your text messages, get to all your funnels, get to all your websites, get to all your calendar booking links, to get to all of your social media scheduler, to get to all of your coupon codes, your QR codes, to get to, let's just keep going, right? All of the things, your forms, your surveys, your quizzes, you name it, your courses, everything is in one login. So you start going from managing 8 to 1. You go from $700 a month in expenses to well under $200 a month, close to $100 a month. So you immediately have wins. So you're asking yourself probably, like, how do I even audit my current tech stack? How do I know what I'm doing isn't working the best, right? So I want to give you a quick do-it-yourself audit, right? I want you to list out all the tools that you use right now. And it took me a minute to figure this out, right? I was using Constant Contact. Then I went and looked at my bill. It was $195 just for my emails. I was using Project Broadcast. That was costing me $60 a month. I was using Kajabi, which was $129 a month. I was using ClickFunnels, which was $97 a month. I was using Wix, which was $50 a month, right, for my website. I started listing them all out. I was using Later, which was $30 a month. I was using a coaching platform for my invoices, which was $400 a year. So all these started to add up. So I wrote them all down. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to write down every single thing that you use. I want you to even put Zoom on there and how much you pay for Zoom. I want you to put Canva on there. I want you to truly audit every tool you use for your business. Then I want you to ask yourself, do all of these integrate together? Do they all talk to each other? Or do you have to do exports and imports to get emails here and text messages here? Do you have to keep doing all of those things and it's still a manual overwhelm? Or ask yourself also, are you fully using all the features? It's another big one, right? I was spending $195 on my emails. In some months, I wasn't even sending enough emails to make that make sense. So there's that too, right? You got to start looking at that. Are you fully using all the features? And can any of them be eliminated or replaced? I was able to eliminate 2 out of my stack that I did not need, but when I transitioned to the Self-Made Hub, I had it all under one roof. So I started using them inside of there because it wasn't costing me any more to use them, right? You have invoices and all of that inside the hub as well. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I not only am saving money, I'm simplifying, but now I'm actually using more features because it's in one login, right? There was some logins that I totally forgot I even had. Have you done that? Right. So I want to give you a real saving example here. So we had a client who was spending, no joke, $1,112 a month across 7 tools. And after moving into the Self-Made Hub, she was able to cut her costs by 60% and had her entire business running from one dashboard. Talk about consolidation beyond costs, right? Clarity, efficiency, and results. She is loving the system, and obviously she's taking that additional money that she's no longer spending in expenses and investing it into her business. So what I want you to, think about here is like, what do you look for in a scalable platform, right? I'm telling you the Self-Made Hub is the best, but I also need to be real that you may be looking at other platforms. So I want to have just a little chitter chatter right now about what are the must-haves for your future growth, right? You need to have native automations, meaning it needs to be simple for you to jump in and automate as much as possible. Automate your follow-up from social media, automate your follow-up from email, from opt-ins, your lead magnets, from your sales funnel. You need to have native automations that allow you to build it once and let it work on autopilot. Okay. So if you think you still need ManyChat, no, you don't. It can be in the one system, the one login, right? So you want to make sure everything is in one place and it is seamless automations for you. You want to have your email and SMS in one place. Having it in two places is just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, right? You want to have lead tracking and you want to be able to see the pipeline as somebody goes through from this top of your like awareness. They commented on your post all the way through the sale has been had, right? They've ordered. You want to be able to track that, see their journey instead of wondering, I wonder if they went to my website. Man, I wonder if they clicked on that button on my funnel. Man, I wonder if they filled out that form. When you have your CRM inside of the one platform, you can literally go to their contact card and you can see their entire journey of everything they've clicked, what they've seen, what they've done. It's pretty incredible, right? You want to be able for growth, have customizable workflows, meaning that you can have different triggers for different things. One really cool thing that we like is when somebody jumps into a sales funnel of ours, they get to a video that we're maybe showing the demo of the platform. We want to know, did they watch that video? Did they watch 25%, 50%, 75%, 100% of it? Like, we want to know that. We want to be able to see that. So in our workflows, we can customize our workflows to tell us and trigger when somebody watches 25%, trigger them to get something from us, right? Like, oh my gosh, so-and-so in the video, did you love this feature and what it can do for you? And here's just a few extra things of what that feature can do for you and your business, right? So once they get to 25%, we might send off an email. When they get to 50, we might send off a different email. We can customize our workflows however we want to make sure that customer experience, that journey we take them on through automation is absolutely incredible, okay? You want to have all your analytics built right in, meaning when you send an email, you want to see how many sent, how many opened, how many clicked. What might I do different? If we don't know our numbers, if we don't know our analytics, we're just changing everything in our business that we don't even know if it was the thing that needed changed. Maybe that thing we changed was the thing working, but because we don't have analytics, we don't have the data to allow us to give a clear picture of what needs to change, you may change the whole thing, right? Let me give you an example of that. We did this 1 hour webinar and we were like, okay, we got 100 and some people registered for it. This is awesome. And we were like, okay, well, we didn't get the results we wanted from it, right? We were hoping for a third of yeses, right? A third of them saying yes to our offer. Sorry, I gotta move my feet. They're going numb. We wanted a third of them to say yes. Well, we didn't quite get that. And we were like, I wonder what that is. We could have just squashed it all, redid the entire webinar and was like, that didn't work. What do we do different? Instead, we went to our data. We went to the analytics and we seen everybody was on the webinar, but like 96% of people dropped off at minute 38. So let's go to the webinar and go, what's at minute 38? What could we do different right here? We changed that part of our webinar and it changed everything. It's crazy when you know the numbers, what you can do to increase your business, right? You want it to be easy to use, right? If you're going to be scaling, growing, you have to have it easy to use. You do not need a tech degree. Okay? I'm telling you, especially with the Self-Made Hub, you do not need a degree in tech. You just need to be capable and eager to learn a little bit, because there is a learning curve, but it's simple. It's drag and drop. It's so simple, right? And we have tons of tutorials, tons of opportunity programs that you can be part of that excel your growth in the technology. Okay. So I want to finish up with some final thoughts here, though. But as you start thinking about different things when it comes to your tech stack, and you're like, man, okay, I got 6 things. How can oh gosh, I have a lot of funnels. I don't know if I should move. I don't know if I should do this, right? I'm not sure. Here's the thing. You continue to grow on multiple platforms. You're going to continue to have those growing pains, those moments where things aren't talking to each other. They're not integrating. Your numbers aren't lining up. So you can stay where you are and do what you're doing and continue to have roadblocks with your growth, or you can take a little bit of time, maybe some frustration time. I will say that, because when you move platforms, there's a migration process, right? And so when you migrate over, everything works, but it's just a little bit of work, okay? So once you get that work of migration done and you turn everything on, it's all in one, you're going to be so grateful, right? And so here's some of my final thoughts here is your tech stack shouldn't be draining you of your time and your money. It just shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. If you want to scale smarter, you absolutely must simplify your systems. We've done it where we've had incredible systems, but it was too much of systems. Once we simplify, even in the all-in-one platform, we simplified our systems, it got even better, right? So I want to invite you to join us at the Self-Made Hub. I want to invite you to not only get an incredible all-in-one platform with us, but our membership includes our mentorship. Okay. Myself and Jess are here to mentor you, not only through tutorials, trainings, courses, but also live with all of our members. We do a strategy session every single week. You are, as a member, you are invited to join us and ask all the questions, business questions, tech questions, how to automate questions, how to make this work better, or, hey, take a look at my lead magnet. What can I adjust to get more opt-ins, right? We do all the things. So I want to invite you to take a peek underneath the hood. We do offer a 14-day free access for our creator membership. We would love to have you in there. Take a little peek under the hood, see what we're all about. The mentorship that we offer along with the platform is out of this world. I'm telling you, because I've been on so many platforms over the years of being an entrepreneur, and not one of them had live mentoring. Not one of them you were able to talk right to the people who have created it, right? You were talking to a tech support and all of those things, which we have 24/7 tech support too, because we are not available 24/7, but our tech support is always available and open to show you a video, Loom, how to fix something. They'll talk you through it. But I would love for you to head over to www.self-made.biz/membership-options. So membership-options, I believe I have it right here. So you can head on over there, self-made.biz/membership options. Take a look at what we have to offer. Like I said, our creator account, which is our all-in-one unlimited platform, gives you a 14-day look underneath the hood to see what it's all about and how we can help you simplify, save, and scale your business, right? So before you leave, though, you must hear Coach Fryer's testimonial. So I'm going to just zip it here, and we're going to close this podcast out by hearing from our great friend, Coach Fryer. And until next time, it's time to simplify your tech stack. It's time to save that money, and it is time to scale that business with the right platform and the right mentors. We'll see you inside the Self-Made Hub. Take a listen to Coach Fryer now.
Since switching to self-made, I'm currently saving over $4,000 per month. What's up? Coach Fryer here. Most know me as one of the top social media and business strategists on the entire planet, and here is my quick story. I've been building businesses literally all over the world for the last 14 to 15 years. The last 8 to 9 years specifically as a social media and business coach. I've had over 14,000 paid students come through my programs. I've personally done one-on-one coaching with over 356 multiple 6 and 7-figure entrepreneurs. And here's what I've learned most. When you're running your own business, you can't have 20 different things and keep putting band-aids on them as they break. And this is exactly my story. You see, over the last 8 to 9 years as an online coach, I was using close to 14 different tools that I needed every single day to run and operate my multi-million-dollar coaching business. But here's the issue. Every other day, something wasn't talking to another thing, and this thing wasn't talking to this thing, and it was broken, and it just caused me, myself, and my team even more stress, even more headaches. Maybe you can relate. I was speaking at an event a couple years ago, and I was fortunate enough to meet Jessica, one of the co-owners of Self-Made, and got to chatting a few months later and soon realized that what her and Natasha had put together and built right inside of Self-Made could relieve all of my headaches and transition all of my tools and resources into one place. So now, since switching to Self-Made, I'm currently spending no more than around $400 to $500 a month transparently. So to go from $4,000 to $5,000 a month in tools to now spending only $400 to $500 a month in tools, you can see that has drastically reduced my amount of expenses in my business and allowed for much more profit. But wait, there's more to the story here. You see, I really didn't understand or comprehend the magnitude of the level of skills that Jessica and Natasha have when it comes to tech, building out tech, automation, systems. My mind has been absolutely blown to not only what they've been able to help me accomplish and build out, but more importantly, what I've seen them do for so many other entrepreneurs. Self-Made has literally been a saving grace for me and is now the only tool or resource that I recommend to every single one of my clients. I'm not too sure where you're going to be seeing this video, but I'm assuming somewhere around this video, you're going to have an opportunity to get started using the Self-Made system. And I'm just here to put my stamp of approval on it, saying stop thinking, press the join, get this system, start incorporating all the things for your respected business, and let's catapult your results like right now.
Thanks for tuning in to The Digital Shift. We hope today's episode gave you the tools and inspiration to take your business to the next level.
Don't forget, we have something for everyone to help you scale smarter. Whether you're just getting started or ready to go all in, we've got you covered.
Start with 14 days of free access to the Self-Made Hub, our all-in-one platform to automate, optimize, and grow your business.
Looking for more? Check out our Self-Made membership, where you can work at your own pace with help from your tech-savvy mentors.
Or take it to the next level with our 10-week accelerator program, perfect for those ready to scale with expert guidance and systems all in one place.
And if you're looking for done-for-you options, from custom funnel builds to fully done-for-you marketing systems customized just for your business,
visit us at self-made.biz to explore all of our programs and tools and find the perfect fit for your business needs.
Let's make your digital shift a reality. See you next time.